So hello again, here we go. This is the next level of orthographic projection. So orthographic projection is when you've got an elevation, we'll have an end view and a plan, and we were asked to draw this cylinder, so half a cylinder, semi-cylinder with a cut in it, so it's truncated semi-cylinder. You can see it's like a tunnel going into an actual cliff face in there, or a mountain there. So starting off, we know it's a cylinder. So we know looking in the one view is going to be like a semicircle from one view, and you can see it's a square from here, and it will have a lovely curve going from here, which will hit this line here. So starting off this question, we have to draw in the end view, down 45 degrees, or you can bring it up at 45 degrees, whatever way you wish. We've done it all every way so far. Bring up as far as the XY line, so that's the ground, and bring up the center point. That's my radius, but this person likes bringing it across there. That's my radius. Draw in my semicircle. Now, because there's no points on this, we need to make up our own points. We've got this point here, this point here, and this point here, but we need more than that to draw a nice even curve. You can make up as many as you wish, or you can just do the simple 60-30 trick that we've done many times before, and that will give us extra points on the curve. Until you get the hang of this, and I'm going to basically say until you've finished your cert at the very least, you're going to label these points. So usually it starts off this point, put this person here, decide to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not count this point, not count this point, but to be fair to them, they already had this point and this point, so we don't really need to. So you can see if you've done it really neatly, point 1 and 5, they're on the same height. Point 4 and 2 are on the same height, and 3 is the only point up here. So we've already found point 3, and point was this corner here and this corner here. So how do we find it on our plan? That's the question. Let's draw the curve into the plan. Sometimes it'll be draw the curve in the end view, sometimes it'll be draw the curve in the elevation. This time it's draw it on the plan. So we know point 1 is this height here. So we can now, that's basically drawing a line over here. Bring it down, bring it down. You can see the way it always hits there. We've got a load of points going across there. So basically what we do is we bring across our heights until they hit the actual cut surface. So that's point 4, 2. Point 3 is up here. Bring over our height for 5 and 1. There we go. We'll get our height for 5 and 1. And get a point 3. And now what we need to do is bring these down, so 5 and 1, bring it down, bring down 1, down to the 45 degree line, bring it across. Remember, it's the exact same thing as bringing it down 45 degrees this way, it's just a different way of doing the exact same thing. That's point 1. Bring down point 5, find point 5. So it's quite easy when you do it step by step by step, line by line by line. That is point 1 done. And point 5 done. Our next is point 4. Bring down point 4. So somewhere along this point is point 4 and 2. We need to bring it down point 2, down to 45 degree line, bring it across, that's point 2. Repeat the exact same thing with point number 4, bring it across, that's point number 4. And how do we find number 3? Do the exact same thing, bring it down, follow the lines, get your finger out and follow the lines. There we go, point 3. Now you're going to lightly draw this line in and then finish it by drawing it in heavy. That is that question finished. Now the next one's going to fly through it. If you need to go through this again and again, all of them are the exact same things. You get your height from a different view, bring it across, create this loop. So here we go. Here's another one. This is a truncated cylinder, a full cylinder this time. Bring it down. Make sure you're accurate, draw in your circle. Lovely stuff. From that, all you do is the same as before. Get started, bring up your 2 outside points. That'll be this point and this point. And from there, we're going to divide our circle into 60-30, like we've done before. Use your 60-30 degree set square. And you're going to label all your points. There we go. So we're going to bring up all of our points to, so this is, if you look at the 3D model here, this is basically what we're doing. All of these vectors going up. Labels 1 to 12. And from there we can bring up all our points up to our elevation. Nothing too complicated with that so far. And we're going to label them. This point here is 8, 10. This point here is 9, 7, 11, 6, 12, 1, 5, or 5, 1, 4, 2, and then lastly number 3. So there's number 9, number 3. And all you do is bring each one line across, up, and find the corresponding line up here. Make that loop. So 3, bring it across, bring it up, bring it across the height of number 3, that's the point. Next one, 4, 2, that's the height of 4 and 2. Let's bring it across, 4 and 2. This line goes over here because if it's done really accurately, 8 and 4 should meet the exact same spot. Bring it up until it hits that line. Point number 5. Point number 5 is here. The height of 5 is here. Bring it across. We have point 5 here. Bring it across. Bring it up. When we cross that line, that's number 5. 6. It's here. How come we don't have to bring it up? Because I've already brought it up a few seconds ago. Point 7. Here we go. Bring it across. Bring it up. That's point 7. Next one is point 8. We brought it across already. We brought it up. So all we're going to do is bring height 8 across. 9 is here. Bring it over. Bring it up. Bring it across from 9. That is point 9. Same at 10. Bring it over. Bring it up. We've all our points got now. There's 2 and 10. 11 and 1. 11 and 1. And lastly, number 12, which is here. Draw it lightly first. Get it as smooth as you can. And that is the question complete. So you can see, I'll go back one step. Sorry about this. I don't want to do it again. I need to get it up as quick as I can so you can actually watch it before you go to sleep. 1 second now. You can see all of the green in the plan, and you can see the cut surface looking in from this side here, looking in from the left. So it goes on the right. Now, next one, here we go, another one. Simple out, drop your plan. All we have to do is get our curved surface in our plan. Bring down the basic points, the outside points. Lovely. Draw on as much heavy detail as you can. And we know our curve starts here. Doesn't start down here, starts here. Because that's where curve starts in the elevation. And as before, 60, 30. Label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the way I'd normally label them, not like the previous one did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is perfect. Bring it across to our plan. There's all those points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's point 4. Bring it across to get point 5 and 3, 2 and 6, and 1 and 7 is already there. And exact same as before. Bring it down, bring it across, and this is going to be somewhere on this line here. This little red line is point number 1 and point number 7. To get number 2, it's the exact same. Bring it down, bring it over. This is 2, 6, so wherever crosses 2, that's it. Number 3, bring it down, bring it 45 degrees, over point 3. Same as 4. Bring it down, go back over here, 4 is here, bring it down, bring it across, wherever crosses that last line is point number 4. So yes, it's a little bit complicated, lots of lines, but if you go line by line by line, you'll be able to figure it out. Point number 5, you brought it over, bring it down 45 degrees, so somewhere along this line, directly below it, drop down number 5, that's point 5. 6, bring it across, we've done that, bring it over, somewhere down here is number 6. Lovely stuff, that's number 6. And number 7, bring it over, bring it down, bring it over here. So directly below 7 is point number 7. Turn in your curve nice and lightly first, then draw it heavy, and that's the question complete. Don't forget these 2 side lines, because that's where the cylinder sort of goes into the base. And there'll be one more. One more and we're done. Here's another awkward looking object. It's got nice straight down here, but then all of a sudden our curve hits here. So it goes straight as far as here, and then our curve hits here. So when we're looking in from B, looking in from the right, so draw on the left, you can see a bit of a curve here, and then it's going to be a big sort of square at the back of it. So same as before, bring up as much detail as you can. Make life a little bit easier, draw it heavy. And now the same as before, we'll draw in all of our 60-30, label it. So I've done this every single time, 60-30, label it. This is what's basically happening. This is point 1, 2, 3, next one point 4, point 5, point 6. So we brought them to the front, and then point 7. From there, you're going to drop them down to lace the cut surface, exact same way as every single time. So 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5, and 4. Make sure you label them. Lovely. What do we do now, do you think? Bring across our heights, bring them over, bring them up. Point 1, 7. So 1 and 7. 2. 2 is this height, so bring it across. Go down here, that's where it's a cut surface. So bring it across, bring it up, that's point number 2. So everything's the exact same. Point number 3, there's height number 3. Let's follow it over, follow it over, follow it up. Point number 3. 4. There's height number 4. Bring it down, bring it across, back up, that's point 4. 5. There's height 5. Follow it over, bring it up, that's point 5. So these are already drawn for us now, so our life is handy enough. Point 6. This is our height here, so bring across number 6. Follow it around. You're not going to be able to find it that quick. Follow it around. Every one of them, follow them around. Point 6 and point 7. Nice and lightly, draw it lightly first, then draw it heavy. And then that is the question complete. So it's quite easy, but it's a lot of lines, so might be a little bit confused by it, but take your time with it, and step by step by step. We'll do this one for the crack. We're only in 12 minutes, we'll do it quickly. So this one's got a little bit more detail in it, not just the curve. Come down a few mil. Let's down 48 mil. Drop it down. Put it all in heavy. Then you're going to go down 18, draw a line across. That's where we get our 18 there, and our 30. And then we're going to go draw as much detail as we can. Cross heavy, and you're going to draw in your semicircle. All of these are going to be based around circles. Every single one of them. So here's our circle, here's our cut surface, here's going to be our curve over here. Now this curve goes down to the very, very bottom. So let's get as much of the end view done as we can. Bring it across, and you're going to get something that looks like this, and this is going to be our slope here, and across. This is going to be a heavy line going across here, and now all we're left to do is the curved surface. How are we going to get it? Start off with a circle. Divide it into 60-30 every single time. Done the exact same thing as number 5. Label it. So make sure you label it. Bring up all your points. And there's another point. Right? All we need to do now is bring them across. We found this point and we found this point. This point here has got 2 points on it. So I'm going to bring across these 2 points. That one there. Bring it up. That's where it hits it. Next one, this point here, bring it across, bring this point across, bring it back up, that's where those 2 lines cross over, that's that point. Next one is this point at the bottom, we'll bring it over, bring it up, that point's on the XY line, so that's where we got this point here. 2 more to go. This point here, bring it across, bring it up, follow the lines, has to be that point there. The last one is on this height here, so somewhere on this line. Going to bring it across, bring it up, question done. So that is a repeat and repeat and repeat of the exact same process, and with a bit of practice you will fly it. But you have to watch the video, re-watch it a couple times if you need to, and hopefully it makes sense. And if you have any questions tomorrow morning, do not hesitate, or tomorrow afternoon, ask away, and I'll try my best to explain it in a different way if this is not working for you. Done.